The new high-performance, 5-strut kite by Slingshot is called Raptor. It features an open-sea profile and has conceptually nothing in common anymore with its predecessor Rally. It incorporates 4-point bridle and no pulleys. The steering lines are directly connected. There are 2 different options to adjust the bar pressure and turning speed. As the bridle are kept rather short, only the front tubes require line deflectors. The other cross struts don't need any. As with previous models, there is one central valve to inflate and deflate the kite, and there is an additional deflation valve, as usual. The front tube is made from Ducron. It's edged by a welt, twice reinforced on the inside and sewn up. The tips feature a medium-wide strip of Ducron and the entire trailing edge is reinforced with cloth strip. To prevent the tips from being prone to flap, we incorporated plastic material. As we have announced in our previews, all Slingshot kites now come made with a new 4x4 reinforced ripstop material. The strong segmentation of the front tube's tips is striking. For a potential self-rescue, there are webbing slings on the inside of both tips. Furthermore, Slingshot utilized split struts to ensure the ideal rigidity. This includes mounting the kite canopy on the left and right sides of the struts, instead of in the middle. This improves the profile stiffness enormously. Areas of high impact or likely scuffs are reinforced with Kevlar patches. Between the front tube and the canopy, additional cloth strips are integrated. The Raptor is flown quickly and evenly and has superior gliding performance. In comparison to the leaders in the category of freeride high performance, such as the Pivot, XR6 or the Duotone Rebel, the Raptor falls scarcely below these. Compared to its predecessor, the Rally, the Raptor falls into a similarly good category. Many of you will surely be interested in the comparison to our very own previous model, the Rally. The Raptor's 12 square meters canopy outperforms it by a smidgen. Comparing the 9 square meters Rally to the 9 square meters Raptor, the Rally's is flown somewhat quicker. The upwind performance is very good. It expands outwards into the gust and remains completely stable. It doesn't require corrective action to reposition it. It couldn't be easier. The bar feeling requires no more than low to medium holding and steering capacity. Compared to the Rally, the pressure distributes more evenly among the front and steering lines, and that results in a more homogeneous bar feeling. The Rally has always experienced more pressure towards the front lines. In lower wind conditions, the bar feeling goes towards comfort. In medium to strong winds, the kite response feels prompt and crisp. This is similar to the Raptor's power development. In low wind conditions, even in the middle of a gust, the power development is rather soft. The stronger the wind, the more progressive the kite works. The first reaction to steering motions causes very tight turning radiuses, and they become more rounded with time. All in all, the flying motions can be classed as rounded, with a medium flying speed and a medium radius. It's nice to see that the Raptor doesn't feature a downwards tendency, as opposed to the Rally. The Raptor offers a solid profile stability in all wind conditions, whether it's low or high wind. This is combined with an excellent capacity for deep power. This offers maximum performance, especially in strong wind, as it preserves the control for a lot longer than with other kites from the freeride high-performance category. The safety system release at 7 kg and a load of 120 kg. It triggers an unpressurized collapse through a single front line safety. The re-engagement could be easier if one had to simply insert the chicken loop into the opening. Thanks to the limited aspect ratio, this 5-strut high-performance kite is easy to restart by pulling and holding a steering line. When doing the first hook jumps, you have to immediately get used to the kite flying far back even with the smallest amount of steering input. This gives you a little less time to steer the kite forwards. You will need 1, 2, 3 tries to get this right. The kite develops high line tension with subtle steering impulses to give you the ideal jump conditions. Early steering rounds off the ideal jump conditions. If we look at the Raptor's lift performance, compared to all other 5-strut high-performance kites, it is medium to satisfying in lower wind conditions. The kite performs medium well in lower winds. Once we move into medium to high winds, which is very easy with the Raptor due to its maximum deep power performance, it can compete with the best of its competitors. The hang time is also comparable to the other models by other manufacturers. The Raptor performs well here, because the kite isn't highly stretchy. All in all, the Raptor performs best in higher wind conditions and wins with its control over old-school maneuvers. Clean flotation and not too high progression help keep control in the forefront, even when doing kite loops. Especially in rising winds, a heightened performance progression is noticeable. The kite's position in the wind when doing unhooked jumps is optimal. It is always powerful enough for unclasped freestyle tricks. Nevertheless, the same brand RPM is a better choice here, as it offers the certain amount of progression that the freestyler wants for their tricks. Slingshot's new Raptor is high-performance freerider focusing on comfort. It's the new generation with a more balanced bar feeling, thanks to the excellent power performance, and a tempered power graph. It is easy to control the kite in all conditions. The performance is based more on the kite's movement and are less a result of high pull, as was the case with its predecessor the Rally. It requires a slightly higher skill level in the entry-level category. When asked how its performance compares to the other models, the answer is that in lower wind conditions, it starts off with a little less performance. Due to its very good controllability in higher wind conditions, you can let it fly out very far and reach performance levels that other kites can't reach. It falls without a doubt into the category of the highest performers in its category. You could choose 1 or 2 square meters more than you would usually do, and that wouldn't hinder the performance in any way. That is going to move up the performance spectrum enormously. The only criticism from our side is that the kite requires a little steering correction in its homogeneity when you first start it up. Other than that, this kite is going to make it easy for the user to maximize fun in all conditions. Have a lot of fun.